Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Yonkers Raceway here on Friday. It's the 25th of August, 2023. Gonna look at the 8th race from Yonkers, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5 for more selections for race courses around the world, and I mean around the world. Let's look at this 8th race from Yonkers, which is the Philly Mare Open Pace. We have a field of 5 pacers going that 1 mile trip, going for that $36,000 purse. It's the second leg of the late pick 4 here. My top selection, I'm gonna go with the one horse in case you didn't know. I'm going to go 145 in the trifecta. 145 trifecta, top selection one horse in case you didn't know. 5-year-old mare by Always Be Mickey here. Corey Stratton trains one. Brett Holland is in the sulky. The horse's most recent outing came the 18th of August, which was last Friday here in the Philly Mare Open Handicap at Yonkers. And the horse finished 7 by 6.5 lengths that day. Wide trip. Just was wide throughout. Never really showed a lot that day. I think coming here, back to the open here today, locally with a good inside post draw, I think this horse could get to the other side of Karma Sealster and get a good race to win and have a slight upset here, a very slight upset. Two back in Philly Mare, non-wars of 30,000 last 5 at Yonkers on the 11th of August. She won by a length that day, and off the gate she got everything her own way. A 29-second and change half-mile breather really got to her, and she paced home decently, 152 and 3. That was a very good race at 35 cents a dollar. Also, she was supposed to win. She was 35 cents a dollar. Prior to that, in Philly Mare non-wares of 31 last few Yonkers on the 4th of August, she finished second by 4.5 lengths that day, and she showed a good run that day. She sat back early, was a little bit wide, but she paced home decently late. With a better trip, she probably would have won by open lengths, but she ran her heart out that day. And then in Philly Mare non-wares of 30,000 last 4 at Yonkers on the 20th of August, she won by 3/4 lengths, sitting back early. She paced home decently, 152 and 4. That was a very good run. They got a little, over their head before that. They took her to Chester in the Philly Mare Open there, where she just never really showed up. And then she ran the Hound at the Meadowlands, where she never showed up. Ran the Perfect Sting at the Meadowlands, where she never showed up. And then they took her to Harrington down in Delaware, where she wasn't running half bad. She won quite a few open handicaps there on the half mile. She likes running on the half mile. She gets a good poster coming back to the open here today. I'm going to use her on the ticket. Your second likeliest and more likely winner also would be the 4-horse Karma Sealster. She proven, last week in the Open Philly Mare, she won by 3/4 length, and on the front end she had a little challenge that day, but she really came home decently, 152 and 1. Wasn't her fastest time of the season, but she ran her heart out that day. She got caught in the race before 2 weeks ago in the Open, where she finished second by a nose, and she really, she didn't get a lot of gate speed that day, but shortly after she got to the front end, she got caught late, but she ran her heart out that day. And then the Philly Mare Open handicap here 3 weeks ago, she finished third by a half a length that day, and if she was just a little lackadaisical, getting Stratton in the sulky, who knows this horse very well, she's a very likely winner. She's proven she can run against these horses quite nicely. But to recount my selection for the 8th from Yonkers, going to take the one horse, in case you didn't know, give kudos to the 4-horse Karma Sealster, 145 trifecta. Let's go 1-4 in your multi-race. So good luck to all, and please follow me on Twitter at Horse Racing Kid 5. Good luck, everybody.